we got Uno. So we got one of Pennsylvania's own. This is 6WX's static partner. Also, he has one of the best Smash Twitters. I don't care what anybody says. Every once in a blue moon, he'll tweet out like 2 words.
What's great? Oh, wow. Okay.
That's it. He'll make you think. He'll probably have tons of meaning behind whatever he's saying, but it's just like 2 words. Sometimes 1, maybe 4.
It's like little poems. Like you got to decipher it for yourself, man.
Approach. And then, of course, the man himself, the man who owns the stream key for today's stream.
Yeah, true.
We got Nairo, NRG Nairo.
Now that you say that, man, I can't not say this. Since we have the man himself on the screen right now, please, if you are in the chat and you have a Twitch Prime subscription, go ahead and look in the top right corner, somewhere over there.
You might be on mobile, so it could be down here, too.
Yeah, you know, if you got Amazon Prime, and that means you have a free Twitch Prime subscription. So help my man out, especially for a lot of the top players that, you know, compete and stream at the same time. Every single moment they go to an event like this, they come back and they lose like 300, 400, 500 subscribers.
Imagine if you had to go to work one day and then you had to call out sick, and then they just slashed your pay.
Right?
Like, ridiculously. Like, you're making that crispy dollar. No. Here's a dime. You worked hard for this.
All
just
for
not
you,
hard
baby.
enough.
All for you. So please, my man, like, toss Nairo a sub if you have one to give. He would really appreciate it. I know the Knife Nation is out and strong, and he's here today to bring out his stream. So please give him that respect. But speaking of giving him that respect, we're going to see if he gives any to, what, Undies?
Uno.
Oh, Uno. Yeah, I'm trying to read his...
yeah, the font looks like
the font looks a little weird. There we go. Uno, here we go.
So, Inkling to Palu. Fairly popular characters, though it's worth noting, Inkling's kind of fallen out of the meta. A lot of people sort of losing their luster over the character. And I feel like we're just not seeing as many these days. A lot of that I could feel the credit being Palutena. A lot of the way that she's able to control space fits to a very general style of play. That's why I feel this character can fit Nairo very well, because of how well he's able to just go in, control space. He's able to read movement very well, and we're seeing that a ton in this particular matchup because Inkling's going to want to move around a lot. Inkling benefits so much from moving, very mobile in his combo strings. We're even seeing that from Uno now, but Palu can be everywhere at once.
Yeah, man. I mean, just look at the start. Oh, he's going to mess up that roller from ledge, but that hitbox will get everyone. You can see, right? Even a player like Nairo, oh, man, that splat hitbox on the end when you land on stage will always be a detriment. And he completely stuffed out that roller, man. That could have been a conversion from my man Uno, but Nairo not letting it happen.
I like how patient Uno is, though. He knows not to get too, like, antsy at the ledge, especially against the likes of Nairo. Like, one foul step, and that's it. You're done. But staying alive on his second stock now. He's got to do something about this, but leading the DI inwards, he's going to get caught with that up air. Nairo looking to put a dominant first set for his beginning of this tournament.
Yeah, and even that up air not KOing quite yet at 151. Uno needs to seal the deal, and he needs to do it quick. Inkling, of course, has no problem racking up damage, right? And in terms of kill confirms, Inkling got those too. But hey, sometimes we just up smash and we call out a jump. We say, nuh-uh, not today, baby. But Uno has a lot of work to do, and it may be cut out for him because Nairo is one of the best in the business.
On top of that, you have to imagine the kind of experience that he has. A very popular character, and Nairo's playing every skill level, every type of character so often when he streams, when he travels to tournaments. Like, he knows the type of counterplay, especially against someone who's going to be as level-headed as Uno. Like, sure, Nairo's known to style every so often, but when it comes to someone who's able to concentrate and mix up what they're doing, this is where Nairo excels. Look at this.
Yeah, man. I mean, sometimes you just got to lean back. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to, you don't know me like that, get him out, bro. That was the quickest back throw to disappear to your stock that I've seen conversion from Nairo. And out of the past 4 down throws that he went for, only 1 out of the 4 did Uno actually DI out. 3 of those he DI'd in, and we saw Nairo get the up air for the KO. We saw him get the raw back air as well. 2 raw back airs. And they were by the ledge as well, so compliments to Nairo's execution, because that's kind of hard to do when you don't really have a lot of space to dash and get that raw. But even then, man, so Uno's going to need to watch his DI quite a bit in that scenario.
Ooh, we're even seeing the character switch. So, bit of a different dynamic here. However, I'm not sure if it's going to help Uno's problem, just because the way that Nairo's controlling the tempo of this match, he's just able to be right where Uno wants to be. He's able to outspeed him, he's able to outposition him, and just stuff out a lot of where he's trying to move with hitboxes. Rob's going to suffer from that problem a little bit more. He's kind of a big boy.
See how, you know, he tries to deal with this, but it's one of those things that you were saying, right? He's a big boy, you can nair him forever, and all the conversions become that much easier because you don't have to be so wary about your spacing, right? But he does have that tool, and there we go, the side B as well. But the neutral air, immaculate tool. Oh, speaking of immaculate tools, baby.
That's some good shit right there. That's what I like to say. Honestly. Like, are we going to talk about how this man's Inkling got rocked on Pokemon Stadium? We take it to a flat stage. This is like Nairo's hunting ground. All of a sudden, one foul move on the ledge. I didn't know it gets a fantastic edge guard. Nairo's able to tie it back up real quick. But look at this. This match has completely changed in Uno's favor. Well, let's not count the man himself just yet.
Oh, here we go. This is a start double forward air. Probably no, can't land the second one, but manages to stuff out the startup of Nair, right? It comes out really slow. Nairo easily able to stuff it out with a Nair of his own, and it's not even like Palutena's Nair is fast. He just knew.
He's got to be careful. He does not have any fuel. He has not touched the ground. Nairo's not going to let him either.
Oh. Just narrowly avoiding that up air from Nairo. Has a very long-lasting hitbox. Uno able to get a little bit of something started here, and this is already much better than the first game. He's able to find KOs, or at least he was able to that first stock and with that edge guard, but will this be what he needs? All right, not enough.
Palutena is actually one of the most difficult characters to kill with Rob's throw confirm because of some interesting property having to do with how she bounces out. With most characters, you just sort of read the DI, go upwards, nothing special. Others, you have to pivot a little, wait, get it. And then Palutena's timing is unique to her own. So good on Uno for trying to catch Nairo in the act. And good on the patience. Look at this, Uno not trying to press the issue. Even though these percentages are so high right now for both of these characters, they're even poking out. Now Nairo's sitting on his last stock for game 2.
And that's one thing I love about the way Uno is able to play there, right? Complimenting his patience. And that's something to talk about because a lot of players in this scenario would be trying to force the KO option. Oh, I have him at high percent, but he's like, all right, I'll keep playing my neutral and the kill will come to me, and that's exactly what that neutral air was. And now he's on the start of an amazing lead for himself, already building up 65 and almost getting that spike. That could have been it.
I thought he was going to be too low to be able to recover, but Nairo knows that spacing really good. Now Uno on his last stock, potentially of the set. Got to see what he can do with the 65% lead. It's not too much, but Rob is able to make it count. And worst comes to worst, he's a bit on the heavier end, so he can afford to have his percentage high. He just needs to be careful in returning to the stage.
Oh my goodness,
And
Nairo.
he still has not touched the ground.
Nairo. Still, the juggle is insane. He needs to make sure he's holding to the sides, which he has been doing, so he doesn't die to the up air early. But man, Uno hasn't had a chance to play this stock. He was looking so strong before, but Nairo is out here once again with the oppression, picking up the gyro so he won't have that ledge trap tool, and he's just looking to close this out right here and now. The adaptation has been immaculate.
Got that young pivot, gonna fall into the neutral air, but still alive. Explosive Flame was just active enough to catch even with the air dodge. And with a very close game 2, Nairo clutches it out 2-0. Very glad we got to see the Rob.
Right? Yeah, the Rob did fantastic, right? Maybe, you know, had he busted that out game 1, we could have seen ourselves maybe a game 3 set there. That game 2 was where I thought the potential was there, right? I was like, oh, he might be able to get a game here. We might even be able to see an upset. But it just kind of happened in the last 2 stocks of that second match, right, where Uno, you know, he started getting it going. He was getting the hits, he was getting the conversions, he found the KO, got maybe a lead of like 50% before he lost that penultimate stock. But that's the thing about Ultimate, man. Getting 50%, I don't want to say it means nothing, but most really characters, that first 50% is where it's free, right? You get your throw as Palutena, that's at least like a double forward air, maybe a Nairo or something. You get a lot of guaranteed damage off of that. And we saw Nairo was able to extend that into the longest punish game of all time, forcing him off stage, hitting him when he's trying to use the gas to